Waking up at 3 a.m.? You're not alone. After 50, many of us find ourselves staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, frustrated, wide awake, and wondering why now. And more importantly, how do I stop this? Let's talk about it. In this video, we'll explore why your sleep patterns change after 50, the real reasons behind those 3 a.m. wake-ups, and most importantly, simple ways to get back to restful sleep. Let's get into it. Hormones are changing as we get older. Especially after 50, our hormones naturally begin to change, and those shifts can have a bigger impact on our sleep than we realize. One key hormone involved in sleep is melatonin. This is the sleep hormone your brain releases when it starts to get dark outside. Melatonin tells your body, hey, it's time to wind down. But as we age, our bodies produce less of it, especially after 50. This decline can make it harder to fall asleep at night and stay asleep until morning. So, if you're waking up at 3 a.m. and find it difficult to drift off again, low melatonin might be playing a role. There's also the effect of estrogen and testosterone, both of which drop steadily in our 50s and beyond. For women, lower estrogen can lead to hot flashes, night sweats, and lighter sleep. For men, declining testosterone may affect deep sleep cycles, leaving you more likely to wake up during the night. These hormonal changes don't mean something's wrong. They're just part of the natural rhythm of aging, but they can definitely disrupt your rest. The good news is, there are gentle ways to support your body. Try eating magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, or a small banana before bed. Magnesium helps support natural melatonin production. Some people also find that taking a low-dose melatonin supplement, Alzin 103 mg 30 minutes before bed can help, but it's always best to talk with your doctor before starting anything new. Sleep changes with age, but with the right knowledge and small tweaks, you can help your body find its rhythm again and enjoy more restful nights. Increased bathroom trips. One of the most common reasons people over 50 wake up at 3 a.m. is the need to use the bathroom. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and there's a good explanation for it. As we age, changes in the bladder and kidneys naturally occur. The bladder becomes a bit less flexible, meaning it holds less urine than it used to. At the same time, the kidneys may produce more urine at night. This combination means you're more likely to wake up needing to go, even if you didn't drink much before bed. For men, an enlarged prostate's a condition called BPH is a common reason for frequent nighttime urination. It puts pressure on the bladder and can cause a strong, sudden urge to go, sometimes multiple times a night. For women, lower estrogen levels after menopause can lead to changes in the urinary tract, making the bladder more sensitive and prone to urgency. So what can you do? First, try to reduce fluids 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, especially water, tea, coffee, or alcohol, all of which can act as diuretics and increase urine production. If you're taking medications like diuretics, often used for high blood pressure, ask your doctor if it's possible to take them earlier in the day. Also, make sure to empty your bladder fully before going to bed. Some gentle stretching or rocking back and forth on the toilet can help you fully void. And most importantly, don't ignore this symptom if it's affecting your sleep regularly. Frequent nighttime urination, called nocturia, can be managed with the right support. Talk to your doctor. There may be simple treatments or lifestyle changes that can make a big difference. Better nights often start with fewer bathroom trips. Stress and anxiety hit harder at night. Have you ever noticed that worries feel bigger in the middle of the night? That's not just in your head. After 50, stress and anxiety can become more noticeable during the quiet hours, especially around 3 a.m. when your mind is most alert and your body least prepared to deal with it. There are a few reasons this happens. First, cortisol, your body's stress hormone, naturally starts rising around 2 or 3 a.m. to prepare you for waking up. If you're already carrying stress, whether it's from health concerns, financial worries, or family responsibilities, that rise in cortisol can jolt you awake, heart racing, thoughts spinning. Also, in the stillness of the night, there are no distractions, no emails to check, no phone calls, no errands. Your brain has room to wander, and unfortunately, it often drifts toward worry. This can make a small concern feel overwhelming, and falling back asleep nearly impossible. So how can you calm a racing mind? One simple technique is deep breathing. Try this: inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 and exhale slowly for 6. This signals to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. You can also try progressive muscle relaxation, gently tensing and relaxing each part of your body, from your toes to your head. Another helpful tool is a bedside journal. Before sleep, take a few minutes to jot down any thoughts, to-do lists, or worries. Getting them out of your head and onto paper can reduce mental clutter. And remember, you're not alone. Nighttime anxiety is common and manageable. If it's frequent or severe, don't hesitate to talk with your doctor or a counselor. A calmer mind at night often leads to better mornings. Your sleep schedule needs adjusting. As we age, our internal body clock, also known as the circadian rhythm, naturally shifts. After 50, many people start to feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning. This is completely normal, but it can lead to those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups if your sleep schedule doesn't adjust along with your body. For example, if you're going to bed at 11 p.m. like you used to, but your body now wants to sleep at 9:30, you might fall asleep late, toss and turn, and then wake up at 3 a.m. wide awake. Why? Because your natural sleep cycle has moved, but your schedule hasn't? Trying to fight your body's new rhythm can lead to lighter sleep, frequent waking, and feeling tired during the day. But with a few simple adjustments, you can work with your body, not against it. Tip 1Z. Start shifting your bedtime earlier by just 15 minutes every few nights. Pay attention to when you naturally start feeling drowsy in the evening, and let that be your guide. Tip 2A. Wake up at the same time every morning, even on weekends. This consistency helps train your internal clock and makes falling asleep easier over time. Tip 3. Get bright light in the morning, either from natural sunlight or a light therapy lamp. Light in the morning helps reset your circadian rhythm and reinforces your body's natural schedule. Most importantly, listen to your body. Needing an earlier bedtime isn't a sign of weakness. It's simply a sign of change. When you honor your body's rhythm, you'll find that sleep becomes more restful and your energy during the day improves. Better sleep often starts by going to bed just a little earlier. Hidden health conditions. If you're regularly waking up at 3 a.m. and nothing seems to help, there may be an underlying health condition at play. While age-related sleep changes are common, they can sometimes be made worse, or even caused, by issues you might not be aware of yet. One common example is sleep apnea. This is a condition where your breathing briefly stops during sleep, sometimes dozens or even hundreds of times a night. You may not realize it's happening, but it can cause frequent wake-ups, poor sleep quality, and even morning headaches or daytime fatigue. Many people over 50 develop sleep apnea without knowing it. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, is another condition that tends to appear or worsen with age. It causes uncomfortable sensations in the legs, usually at night, that can wake you up or make it hard to fall back asleep. It's often underdiagnosed, but very treatable. Depression and anxiety can also interfere with sleep. For some people, these issues don't show up as sadness or nervousness. They show up as waking up too early and not being able to fall back asleep. Mental health and sleep are deeply connected, especially later in life. Even something as simple as chronic pain, acid reflux, or certain medications like beta blockers or corticosteroids can disrupt your rest. The bottom line: if you're waking up at 3 a.m. consistently and it's affecting your quality of life, it's worth talking to your doctor. A simple sleep study, blood test, or medication review can uncover the cause and open the door to better sleep. Remember, sleep isn't supposed to be a struggle. Sometimes the answer is medical, and there's no shame in asking for help. If this video helped you understand your sleep better, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more gentle, trustworthy health tips, and let us know in the comments what helps you fall back asleep. Waking up at 3 a.m. isn't a sign something's wrong. It's a signal that your body is changing, and with a few small adjustments, restful nights are still very much within reach. You've got this.